Howdy y'all. At the end of my last video, I left a teaser about financial fraud at Adams County Prison. It had such a reaction, I decided to invite King Leo over to come help demonstrate. Hey, King Leo!
What?
Let me have some of that!
Not ready.
Okay, well, to recap, I leaked my last video in advance of public release to Associate of Adams County Prison, and then officially published it on 3 July. That very next prison board meeting, this Gettysburg Times article reports 13 corrections officers and 2 lieutenants resigning. Now, Adams County Prison employees historically have a turnover rate that rivals that of its revolving prison population. It's part of the cyclical fraud. But this mass exodus of lieutenants is something out of the ordinary. Hey, King Leo, let me have some of that!
Hot potato!
Cooking the books. Okay, let me see here. Chapter 3, financial fraud, payroll fraud. Here we go. I'll tell you right now, Adams County Prison habitually understaffs night shift below the security minimum levels when there's no prisoner movements and there's less likelihood of negative fallout. Well, if guards aren't there that are marked as there, they're marked as paid. Who's responsible for shift reporting? The shift lead, lieutenants. And remember our article earlier about the mass exodus of lieutenants from the jail? Multiply that shift times numerous shifts times overtime's rate, times all the fucking time rate for the years that this has been cyclically going on in Adams County Prison, and we could fund a domestic violence office. We could fund a halfway house so that our recidivism rates aren't so high in prison. In fact, in this email dated 12 July, I alert the Gettysburg Town Council to this fraud. I also inform them that they will never get to the bottom of this because, as I have shown, District Attorney Brian Sinnott refuses to incriminate his cronies. It's why we need a federal prosecutor down here in Adams County to get to the bottom of this. I can show them exactly where the books are cooked and where to get the evidence. Then they can cross-check with active duty personnel there to see who knows what. Despite all of this proof evidence I've just shared with you, not one of our elected officials have called the FBI. But believe me, Gettysburg Police Department knew exactly who King Leonidas was when he was out this weekend protesting in the square at Bike Week. Which means our police department is also aware of this. What are they doing about it? Are they equipped to handle such an investigation? Or should we trust the state police to investigate this matter, the same state police that charged me for a felony for getting stabbed? Speaking of Pennsylvania State Police investigators, let's check in on Trooper Cameron Beck, who's investigating a murder out in Fairfield. This is the same very cop that didn't charge my assailant Glenn Kessler with 3 counts of attempted murder after he pulled his pistol on me and then pulled 2 knives out and chased me down and stabbed me.
In my line of work, we call that compromised.
So let's help him a little and do an off-the-record search for violent repeat offenders and attempted murderers in Fairfield. Holy fucking dog-ass! Look, it's my assailant Glenn Kessler in Fairfield! Now, I'm not accusing anyone of murder, but if Glenn Kessler's print turned up in this investigation, do you think Trooper Beck would investigate or report it? Do you now see the problem employing an investigator who's
compromised?
But let's take a look at that article one more time. Megan Fraser, Pennsylvania State Police Public Information Officer. Where have I seen that name before? Oh yeah, subscriber.
Ooh, fans.
Yup. So now I'm under surveillance for exposing an Epstein-style sweetheart deal that they orchestrated along with District Attorney Brian Sinnott. The other thing we gotta think about is, if they've watched this whole channel, why aren't they arresting some cronies? Why are they surveilling me? I'm the one yelling and screaming to bring the FBI down here to expose corrupt district attorney and state police. Oh, I guess I just answered my own question. Alright, so some fun and easy homework for Adams County and Gettysburg residents. Ask your elected officials to bring down a federal prosecutor because your district attorney Brian Sinnott is playing gatekeeper with justice. If you don't believe me, subpoena the video of his crony stabbing me then walking free and armed still to this day. Or you could watch the video of the lawyer's daughter of his buddy's daughter breaking into my house on video and me going to jail for it twice. Well, thanks for watching, y'all. Like, subscribe, share, and stay tuned for more jaw-dropping corruption. But before I go, King Leo says he has a public service announcement. He gets kind of funny about his barbecue.
Yes, I know my intake was downwind. It was just a demonstration. But in all seriousness, folks, you have to have your exhaust downwind from your intake. Otherwise, you'll smolder and create creosote, and it'll ruin your barbecue.